characters I have had high on my list of wanting to grab in this Marvel Legends collection. Bushwhacker ain't one of them. But the guy that he was packaged with was. So I ended up getting Bushwhacker along with the Punisher. And I was really surprised by this. After the pains Marvel just went through to basically erase Frank Castle from existence in the Marvel Universe, and then they said, okay, yeah, let's bring out a figure. And I know people are like, oh no, there's backdoor. Dude, that's not the point. The point is, they erased him because they were mad about a political party, or not even a political party, a politicalized movement, taking their character symbol and using it. And they were using it in a weird way anyway, because it was like supposed to stand for, it was supposed to stand for police, but the Punisher is not, was a vigilante, and forget it, it's all warped and weird. I will say, I'm so glad to see a Punisher figure. Now, we'll talk about Bushwhacker first. Bushwhacker, not my favorite character. Not a guy I would have went out of my way for. I would not have bought him if he was not included in this pack. So Hasbro, it worked. Don't think it's going to work a lot, because Punisher is a special case. However, yes, it worked this time. I am admitting I've caved. Yeah, Punisher will do that. Okay, so this is the one who people like to call his gun arm penis arm. I'm just going to say something right now. If the front of your penis looks like this, go to the doctor immediately. Because that ain't the way a penis looks. Just telling you for your own benefit. Alright, other than that, I mean, Bushwhacker's a weird character to begin with. So translating weirdness into a weird action figure, yeah, okay, that's going to happen. Now, is he great? No. Is he terrible? No. Well, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, you can use him as a background civilian, oh boy, and I'm like, why do you want to do that? It's not worth my time. And whatever. So, some people might enjoy that, I don't. I mean, he's Bushwhacker. I mean, I can put him in with Daredevil and things will be fine. He's got a pistol hand and an explosion. It's alright accessories, but, could be better. Alright, moving on to the Punisher. Okay. First thing I'm going to point out is his accessories are kind of trash. They're very soft. They are not as soft as the classified ones got a few years ago. But they're not good. So, I gave my Punisher a Valorverse gun. And I think it works better. Now, you might notice he's wearing a coat. And the reason he's wearing a coat is because, thanks to Toy Games, who pointed out a company making trench coats for action figures that is actually affordable with wires. But yeah, it's a really nice coat. Now, when I got it, they had sold out of the specific Punisher jacket that Toy Games was pointing out, probably because Toy Games pointed it out. So I actually saw this and liked it. I liked it even better because I thought it looked even cooler. Because first off, it's a leather jacket. Second off, I don't know. I just think the wire is a little more. Seems to be holding better. So now I got my Punisher in a trench coat, and it looks cool. Again, looks like that video game. I wouldn't call that a kit bash or anything like that. It's just finding what you got and using it. And buying up some things. He does have a swappable head that is fugly. Fugly screaming. It's one of the ugliest screaming heads I've ever seen. I much prefer the bandana head, so I'm keeping that one on. He's got some fists and another couple of hands. So, he's got a fair amount of accessories. He was an extra $5. I don't think there's anything here worth the extra $5. Now, that's me talking. You may think the value's there, and that's perfectly fine, but guess what? You're wrong. So, I know a lot of people got upset that he didn't have the white gloves and the white boots. I was like, I'm fine with it, because it wasn't a bad look, but it was not my favorite. I always kind of preferred when he had a little bit more, just, you know, the contrast of the white skull on the black always worked for me, and I don't think it needed to be much more than that. I never really understood why he had white gloves and white boots. That actually seemed counterproductive to me. You know. Then again, I'm different. But it seems like the best artwork for Castle always was when he had more black. This is almost a hostage situation. You got one character you really, really want. You got one character you couldn't care two rats' asses over. What do? Most of us are suckers and we buy the 2-pack. Some of us decide, okay, I'm going to do something else with this figure that I got extra. Me, I mean, he's a Marvel character. I know him more as a Daredevil villain than as a Punisher villain, but the specific issue they were highlighting here, yeah, that was Bushwhacker. And Daredevil and Punisher's Rogues Galleries did cross over quite a bit. You know, every time that you do a hostage situation with a figure you want and a figure you don't want, it's a tough one. It's really, really difficult to try to figure out, you know, what you want to do. Sometimes you want to go to try to find the figure you want as a single. A lot of times that doesn't work out because that's usually the more desired figure, and it ends up going for almost as much as a 2-pack. Some people went through that with first appearance of Storm, version of Storm, and Thunderbird. A lot of people didn't want Thunderbird because they didn't know who he was. And me, I like Thunderbirds. Always wanted Thunderbird, so I got both. There was not a problem. A lot of people regretted that after X-Men 97 because that pack shot up, and it's all because of Storm. It's obviously not Thunderbird. Meanwhile, you know, this pack is still found at retail. I got a feeling it will shoot up, mostly because, although there's rumored to be a Punisher in the Iron Man line, which doesn't make sense to me, I wonder if it's the Punisher War Machine. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. Still though, while there's not a lot of chance for that happening, there's a chance. So maybe. We'll see. Either way, I got a pretty cool Punisher figure, and that's what my goal was. I am shocked that Hasbro did it. I thought I'd end up going third party or something like that to get one. You know, maybe even Kit Bash, I don't know. But here he is. He's officially licensed by Hasbro. So, yeah. That was something, wasn't it? I can't believe it. I'm surprised. Very, very surprised. So, I'm also very happy with it. I think I'm going to give him a little more Valorous gear, but yeah, just deck him out and let him have some more accessories. But yeah, overall, I think this figure rocks. Okay, in this kind of situation, you kind of got to pick what you're going to do. Are you going to just, you know, get that other figure and just roll with it? Or are you going to, you know, pass on a Punisher? They knew what they were doing with this one, believe me. They knew Bushwhacker would end up at Ollie's. So, don't think this wasn't measured. Alright, that'll wrap up this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And you guys take care.